afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's session. So, please do share with your friends to join today's session, which is we have very interesting topic to talk about the world of logistics, your career of choice. So today we have a very experienced presenter from the industry, Miss Vivian, the founder of Equity International Sdn Bhd. So for those, please do share with your friends to join to the session. So at least we can talk about the career and opportunity in logistics. Okay. Before we over to our presenter today, so for those who have any question, you can just asking the uh, our presenter today on the comment chat. Okay. So as introductions, when we talk about the world of logistics, your career of choice. So nowadays we look how important actually logistic industry to the business or commercial perspective. Okay. So today I hope that you guys are enjoying this short session today with Saito to explore on the career and opportunity in logistic industry. So I over to our speaker today, Miss Vivian. So maybe you can share a little bit about your experience, how actually you started your career in logistic and until you open up your own company in logistic industry. Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Fatia. Thank you. And I am very grateful to be able to join this session and do a little bit of sharing with all of you. If that's the case of sharing my experience, then I will need to open up my number 10 slide. Yeah. All right. So on my journey, it started off in the year of 2005 when I first joined in Cheongnam Logistics in JB, which is their HQ, as a sales and marketing. So at that time, I didn't. I think I'm still young at that time, so I didn't really indulge myself in logistics. It was just merely going through day by day. So the actual year comes in 2007 when I joined TMI, Transmarine International, which is a freight forwarder, also a freight forwarding agent in Port Klang. So I started off learning everything from the bottom, documentations, operations, arranging BL, handling customer, internationally and locally, and also helping out others, meeting up customers, and supporting my sales person in terms of quotations and providing costs. So this takes me about 3 years before I actually had an offer in becoming a customer service manager in another company named Unico Logistics. So I challenged myself in taking up this offer. And in Unico Logistics, I have worked for 10 long years. So from a customer service manager until I joined Unico as one of the director in 2008, I think. And sorry, 2018. Yeah, before I actually decided to leave Unico and start up my own company in last year. Yeah, if you look at it, it seemed like a very long journey, but once you are in the logistic industry, time goes by very fast. So without you realizing it, it's already 10 years, 20 years, and I'm already old. I'm no more young. So I think the most important thing is that you believe in yourself, and you never give up. You keep on doing the right thing every day, and I think that's what it takes. Yeah, that's what it matters. Fania?
Okay, thank you, Miss Vivian, for inspiring introductions about your journey in the logistic industry. So I think maybe you can start your presentation to share about what is the career opportunities, what is actually the exciting uh, waiting for the student to join the industry. What is the challenges and the skill that needs by the student before they are entering the industry?
All right, sure. Let's start back. All right. Um, the desire to have a career in the world of logistics is the most necessary precondition to becoming a logistician. So I think each and every one of you will have to ask yourself a question. This question is: do you have the desire in becoming a logistician? Or how bad do you want to become a logistician? And why? What's the reason being? Slide two, thanks. Because once you decide that you want to become a logistician, you just have to go out there and accept the challenge and do and learn and be curious about everything that's happening around you. So, of course, this is not to say that desire alone is enough. Of course, you need a lot of other skills, like um, you need to be able to motivate yourself, look into the positive things every day. You need to develop and enhance specific skills, and of course, a lot of disciplines and persistency, consistency. So I can say that nothing comes easy, but it is also that because it's not easy, that life is exciting. Slide number three. Okay. So looking into the career path in logistics, there are a lot of types of jobs in logistics and also supply chain. So it depends very much on um, what type of personality you are and what type of a person you are really. So if you are more to extroverted type of person, you are outgoing, you like to go out and meet up with new people, then I would suggest that you look into sales and marketing position in logistics. So as a sales and marketing in logistics, you get to you get to even have a chance to go overseas to meet up with all the other freight forwarders agents, in the same industry. Then you get to know a lot of people and understand how things works in different countries. You will have international exposure in logistics, which is very fascinating. And if you think you are more onto the introverted side, which you prefer more on analyzing and planning, so you can actually look into becoming an analyst or a planner, which is very important in logistics. Yeah. Okay. Because planning is everything. In order to bring a cargo from A to B point, you will need planning, and it will involve a lot of people and party to make it a success. So plan the right way is very important. I think in logistic, you can say that each and every part of it is crucial. Yeah. So no matter what position that you are you want to take in, it is also a very important part. And each and every position that you go in, you must make sure that you do it right, do it great, and then you will be on your way to a better, a success path. And let's look at slide 4. This is the reason why most people wants to become a logistician. So in logistic industry, it is actually very, very broad. It includes from warehouse to transport, to packing, to fumigation, to marine insurance, to carrier, to airlines. There are a lot. So that actually means that you have unlimited job opportunities. I think in every stages, and it will suit every type of personality, no matter what type of person you are. And job security. Looking at the market right now, especially during COVID time, logistics is considered as an essential services. So therefore, we will have to work, whether it's at home or in the office, to make sure that the cargo moves to the designated place. All right. Therefore, logistics is a job. Is going to give you a job that is never ending. Wherever there are people around, there will definitely be logistics. So I think logistics is a very good choice of career. And number 3 is constantly challenging. Of course, it is not dull, it is not boring. You will have a lot to do, and without knowing, it's already time off for the day. Your time will go by very fast. You'll meet a lot of people, and you'll see a lot of different things happening in logistics. All right. But the last and the most important thing is the great salary that logistics industry is actually offering. Let's say you are, yeah, you are fresh, all right? You just came out from college, so you're joining a logistic company. So what do you think that the range of the salary that you will be able to start with? No, Satya, maybe it's between 2005 to 3005, 4000.
Okay, actually, my experience before in the industry is range 2090 to 3000 range for the fresh.
Mm,
It's
mm.
based on my experience previously.
All right. And then until what range do we think that a logistician can actually reach the maximum limit?
I think it depends to the position, but I think mostly is for the executive, you can go to until 4,000 or 5,000.
All right. So many logistic companies right now, they are actually looking into more benefits for their employees, and there are a lot of schemes being offered by companies. All right, and you will be surprised that an executive position in logistic company can actually go as high as 5 figure. Well, this happens because it happens to myself back then. So it is something real, but it actually depends very much on how we work, how what are our attitude towards work, especially. Yes, no boss is too stingy to provide a salary to a very good, outstanding employee. All right, so you just have to upgrade your skills, do what you're good at doing, and expand your strength. Then I believe you're on your way. So, yep. The next slide. So we are looking at a must-have personality. So you need to somehow look into this and see if you can instill, a few of this into your everyday life. All right. Self-motivated is very, very important because I think over 90% of the people in the world is actually I'm on negative, on the negative side. So do not hope that other people will keep motivate you. So you will have to learn how to motivate yourself every time. Wherever you face an obstacles, it is very, very important that you have the ability to motivate yourself. So I always listen to motivational talks when I'm driving, when I have time after work, you know. So I listen to motivational talks like other people listening to music. So to me, my music is motivational talks. So it keeps me motivated every day, and especially during my down times. Okay, positive attitude. This is the most important one. So positive attitude, um, you need to be very positive, looking at each and everything in a positive way. It's very easy, and we as a human tend to look at things negatively automatically. All right, but with enough awareness, we will be able to, not to say eliminate, yeah, but to cover the negativity with positivity. If you are able to look at things and issues, okay, in a positive way, you might find opportunities in within the issues, and then you will excel in life. But if you look into an issue with full of negativity, there's nothing much you can do about it. All right. So communication skills. People say about communication now. What is the reason of us talking? So is it because you talk because you want to say whatever you want to say? No, that's not communication. So they say communication is saying what the other person wants to hear. That is communication, and I think the biggest part of communication is actually to not speak, to not talk, and to listen. That is a very large part of communication. All right. So most of the time, the person who talks will not learn much, but the person who are in silence and listen to what others have to say, um, that particular person learns a lot, and I think that particular person will grow among the others most. So in I think a lot of things is the opposite way around of what we have thought it's supposed to be. So then, if you learn up your communication skill, then you will also boost up your confidence. So imagine that you meet up with a customer and you talk to the customer like this. Um, okay, I check first, I let you know, no confidence. So if you don't have confidence, then people will not engage in your services. People will not um, have the trust or are willing to pass their cargo to you to handle. So you will have to have a certain confidence level in yourself. Believing in yourself will actually helps a lot as well in your confidence. How you bring yourself is very, very important. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is something that I think a lot of us will have to look into how we control um, our mood and our response, in the right way, in the right time. But all these skills can actually be acquired only if you want to learn it up, really. So look into all this, and I think in order to become successful in as a logistician or in life, you is a must have. It's really a must have. So this is something that this is the life career rainbow. That this is a standard one. So it is in here you will be able to see the range of the age stages in life that we are going through. So when you were born until the year 14 years old, it should have some plus minus, yeah. It is the time of your growth, all right. So from 14 years old to 25 years old is your exploration time, where you are very curious, you are learning a lot of things, to see what actually is suitable for yourself. So at the age of 26 to 45 is your establishment time, where you will have to confirm on a certain things like who you actually are, what type of person you are, and align your personality with the career path that you choose, and do it do it well. And about that time, during this time, which is quite a long time, between 26 years old to 45 years old, that is where we start to climb up the corporate ladder. All right. And we learn how to not only manage ourselves, but also have the ability to manage other people and to guide people, mentoring others. Okay. And I think we are in this stage. Let's look at maintenance and disengagement later, much later in life. So I think what we need to focus right now is this establishment stage. Yeah. So here I have actually. Oh, sorry. The slide. Can you go to the next slide? Yes. Sorry. Yeah. What I was saying earlier is this the life career rainbow slide. Yeah. Because I'm going to share this slide with all of you later. So we move to the next slide. All right. So I have already prepared just a few simple exercises in finding your value. So you will need to actually find your value before, in finding your career path. So not only your value needs to be aligned with the company that you are going to join, because normally every company will have their own values. When you go to the company's website, um, normally the company their values are stated in their website. So if it aligns to your value, then it will be a good combination. All right. So this one and also the next slide. The next slide is to find your own strength and weaknesses. All right. So first, you will always have to first understand yourself. Is everything good, Hakim? All right. Thank you. So, looking at your strength and weaknesses, these are a few questions that you can actually ask yourself. Understanding yourself is very, very important because by understanding yourself, then you know where you're going and what are the things that you can actually do better and expand. All right. So this you can actually ponder upon and take some time out for yourself because this is very, very important. And the next slide will also be questions that is suggested for you to ask yourself. What are you good at? What is the most important for your career satisfaction, which is important in order for you to continue your career path? And how does this fit into your job? Because if the things that you're good at and the the value that is important for your career satisfaction is fitting into your job, then you'll feel super, right? And that is something that will keep you going every day. So the next slide will be my journey in logistic industry, which I have already um, talked about it earlier. And let's come to the last one, which is never give up and always believe in yourself. This is very, very important. If you don't believe in yourself, how is others going to believe in you, right? Everyone is born with a different ability and different strength and weaknesses. So do not compare others. Get to know your own strength and weaknesses, and believe that you can do a lot of what you're doing right now. Keep on going because that is what bring us to success, right? So you don't give up so early yet. No matter what happens in life, it's more to experience than just it's more to experience because until the end we are still here. No matter what happened, we are still here. We can start all over again. And if you are not happy in air, you can always go to sea, right? So just tell yourself every day not to give up and to strive, have your own goals, and work towards your goals. Yeah, Fatia, I think it's yeah.
Okay, I thank you, Miss Vivian, for the great sharings. So for those who's just joining this session, please feel free to ask any question on the chat. So I will read for you. So Miss Vivian, on the early of the our conversation, you tell to me that you are just open up your company at the year of 2020. As we
Yes.
know that during that 2020, most of the country, even Malaysia, are facing with the pandemic. So how actually you decided to open up your company, even there are some industry are affected by the pandemic, but you are deciding to open up your company to start your freight forward industry at that time.
I think I should say that if ever anybody wanted to start up their own company, um, you need to get yourself prepared first, because I was not really prepared at that time. Yeah, it was an impromptu kind of thing, which keeps me keeps my heart beating every day, boop, 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 like that. So I just it's it's a sudden feeling that I had, um, or I can say that it's a soul calling that um, it's time. And I just resigned as director in Unico, and I just that, yeah, just that. It's really quite hard to explain, but the feelings comes just like that. Yeah.
Okay, so I think there are some students that are interested to join the logistic industry, especially women. So as a woman, there are some student thinks that this industry has quite challenges for the especially women to enter is like the physical, technical, everything. So on your side, as a woman that having such a very inspiring career in the logistic and also open up your company, so what you can advise to the student is actually a good for women to join this logistic industry.
Yeah, I think it is very benefiting for ladies to join in logistics, because somehow or rather we ladies are more attentive to all the details, you know. um, I think there are quite a number of ladies in logistics industry as well, in terms of office, all right. But we see a lot more coming out, even driving trucks. Yeah, there was a very wonderful Malay lady, who took up some videos of her driving a container trailer, you know. And in other countries like New Zealand and Australia, um, women are actually driving all these containers, trailers, and buses. So all this position is actually not to say man for the man. It's just that if you're up to it, you're always welcome to do it. Huh. It's like probably the way we believe, our belief system. We already believe that there are differences, or there are huge differences between men and women, in terms of career. Probably in terms of physical, I believe yes, there are differences between men and women. But in career, it depends. It depends a lot on skills. So as long as the skills is being acquired, I think anyone, man and woman, is can actually do that particular job. Mm.
Yeah, thank you. So if anyone have any question to ask, you actually can drop off your question on the chat. So I will read for you. So, Miss Vivian, for those who are actually entering this industry, who student who just graduated from this area of study. So, what is the opportunity? What is the job opportunity that you can suggest to the student to explore after they are complete their
Mm,
study?
it depends. I think it depends very much on the students' interest. You know, which are the areas of interest that they have in. Then because in logistic, you can start almost anywhere. You can become a truck driver, and you work your way up to become a CEO. Yes, you can always do that. There are examples of people which have already done that. Of course, you can look into, if you are into office position, then you can always look into customer service, because customer service is a very, very important part of logistics, or I should say the whole logistics is about customer service. It's about servicing your customer, providing and serving your customer well, right? So each department will have to somehow or rather learn up customer service as well. Mm.
Okay, thank you. So we have one question here from Miss Cassie Wong. Is the logistic is a good career and good pay?
You bet. You bet that logistic industry is actually paying very, very good. But one thing I must say is that it depends very much on how you work, and that, you know, if you are willing to go the extra miles, then yes, it will be a good pay. I still remember back then when I joined Unico Logistic as a customer service manager. Part of my job scope is also to clean up the toilet, all right, and together with the boss, because it's not a very huge company, and then again, then we kind of like work together to do everything in the office. Yeah. So sometimes it is like this. If you take it as if it is your own thing, it is your own company, it is your own cargo, you will never go wrong. Yeah. So always, always when you are doing things for others, always take it as if you're doing it for yourself. Then you will do it in a good way.
Okay, thank you. So, any question from the audience to ask Miss Vivian? So, I think it's a very good opportunity and a good uh, choice for the student to enter the industry, since right now we are aware about the e-commerce industry are booming right now. So I think the importance of the logistic industry to be actually the main part of the e-commerce. So actually become logistic become more important and important every day. So as a freight forwarder company, what is about the current situation demand on your company? You look at we have a lot of competitor. How actually you compete with the others company during this time?
I think in as a freight forwarder, we it is very, very competitive. Yes, because a lot of similar services being offered by our competitors as well. So I think the approach will need to be more creative, and other than that, it is how we treat our customer, which is the most important thing. Yeah. So to me, I think because I take every single shipment and every cargo as if it is my own cargo, as if I bought you know a whole container of cargoes, and I am concerned and I'm very much worried, and I will make sure that by early in the morning when my customer open up their emails, the first thing that they see is my updates on their shipment status. If you I think until the end is the updates and follow-ups that customer requires. Yeah, they want to constantly know about what happened to their cargo, where is it now, if the vessel is delayed, and everything. Yeah, it's the service.
Okay. Thank you so much for answering those questions. So I think it's a very good sharing from Miss Vivian today. So I just wrap up what she presented to us about the important thing is actually to develop ourselves in terms of our soft skill, how actually to be self motivated, positive attitude, communication skill, and also the emotional intelligence. Which is this those skill is very important for someone that for the students to explore during the study before they enter in the industry. So I think thank you, Miss Vivian, for such a very inspiring sharing and also the I think the knowledgeable showing to the students. So I think we get a lot of info today about the logistic industry, the opportunity and the exciting things about the logistic industry. I'm sure moving forward, we look at this industry become more important. There's a lot of opportunity and the things that can be explored. So thank you, audience, for spending your almost 1 hour to actually joining this sharing. So thank you, Miss Vivian, for spending your time, your weekend with us. So I think that's all from our the Prime School Logistics. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have
All
a
right.
nice weekend.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Fatia.
Okay.